Suppose on 1st April 2010, the company issues 10,000 debentures of rupees 10 each. They are issued at par and redeemable at par, and these are 10% debentures. And the terms are, I'm to say TAMS. Time is lump sum 3 years, means the debentures will be redeemed in lump sum after 3 years. And the amounts are 10/10/10, means the face value is 10, issue price is 10, and the redemption price is 10. And mode is equity shares. It's a new thing for you. Previously, in our old questions, we were assuming that company will pay cash on maturity. But in this case, company is not going to pay any cash. Company will issue equity shares instead of paying cash. This is the question of conversion. And the source is out of capital. In every question, we have been assuming that debentures are being redeemed out of capital. So let's do the accounting treatment. I'm to say what will be the journal entries at the time of issue and redemption. It's a very simple thing. At the time of issue on 1st April 2010, bank account debit to 10% debenture application, 10% debenture application account debit to 10% debentures account, and the amounts will be 1 lakh rupees. Very simple. And on 31st March 2013, today is the due date. I am to say the company has to redeem the debentures, means cancel the debentures, or we can say today company has to debit the debentures account. So the journal entry will be 10% debentures account debit to debenture holders, 1 lakh rupees. It means debenture account has been cancelled, and today the amount due to debenture holder is 1 lakh rupees. Now debenture holder to not bank. We should write down to equity share capital account. That will be 1 lakh rupees. It means previously we used to write down to bank account. Now we'll write down equity share capital because the company has issued equity shares of the maturity values to these debenture holders. On 1st April 2010, suppose a company issues 9,000 10% debentures of rupees 10 each, and these debentures are issued at rupees 9, redeemable at par. Let's look at the terms. Time is lump sum after 3 years. It means the company will redeem the debentures on 31st March 2013, and the amount is 10/9/10. And the mode is cash, and the source is out of capital. So what will be the journal entry at the time of issue? That will be on 1st April 2010, bank account debit to 10% debenture application account, and the amount will be 9,000 into 9, because we have got 9 rupees at the time of application. And now 10% debenture application account debit to 10% debentures account. Debenture application account debit 81,000, because debenture application account must be cancelled. It was credited by rupees 81,000. Now it must be debited by rupees 81,000 rupees. To 10% debentures, that will be 90,000 rupees. 9,000 into 10, because debentures account are always debited and credited at face value. Now discount on issue of debentures account debit, because these debentures have been issued at discount. That will be 9,000 into 1, 9,000. So this will be the journal entry at the time of issue. So let's assume the balance sheet. What will be the position of balance sheet on this date? I am to say on 1st April 2010. It's just imaginary balance sheet. Because we have issued 10% debentures, it must be appearing on liability side 90,000 rupees. And we have debited discount on issue of debentures account. If we have debited, say, loss, it must be appearing on asset side under the miscellaneous expenditure, that is 9,000. Now let's do the journal entries on 31st March 2013. Today we have to redeem the debentures after 3 years. So the journal entry will be 10% debentures account debit to debenture holders and debenture holder to bank account, and the amount will be 9,000 into 10, 90,000 rupees. So let's look at the balance sheet. What will be the position in the balance sheet after redemption? 10% debentures, nil, because debentures have been redeemed. So there is no amount of debenture account in the balance sheet on liability side. And on asset side, discount on issue of debentures, that will be 9,000 rupees. Now the problem is, this discount on issue of debentures is rupees 9,000 in the balance sheet, and it will remain in the balance sheet even after 100 years. Now we have to get the solution how to remove it from balance sheet. It means if we want to remove this discount on issue of debentures account from the balance sheet, it must be credited. Technically speaking, it must be written off. So to remove the discount on issue of debentures account, we have to credit this account. So how can we pass the journal entry? To discount on issue of debentures account, 9,000 rupees, and debit profit and loss account. So the journal entry will be profit and loss account debit to discount on issue of debentures account, 9,000 rupees. In this way, discount on issue of debentures account can be written off or can be removed from the balance sheet. I mean to say, the life of discount on issue of debentures account should not be longer than the life of debentures account. The moment debentures account disappear from the balance sheet, the discount on issue of debentures account must also disappear from the balance sheet. But whenever we write off discount on issue of debentures account, we have to reduce the profits of the company on that date. But naturally, writing off discount on issue of debentures account is a strain on profits. So this stress should not be put just on 1 year. It can be spread over 3 years, because the life of discount on issue of debentures account in the balance sheet was for 3 years. It could be spread for 3 years, and it should be spread. Now the question is, how much amount should be written off each year? Actually, the principle is every year the amount should be proportionate. I mean to say, it should be based upon the outstanding debentures account every year. Let's create a table to know the amounts of the discount to be written off each year, because we have to write off the discount account proportionately. So first column is date, second column is issue, and the third column is redemption, and the fourth column is outstanding debentures. So on 1st April 2010, 9,000 debentures were issued, and on 31st March 2011, no issue, no redemption, and on 31st March 2012, no redemption, no issue, and on 31st March 2013, because today all the debentures were redeemed, so 9,000 debentures were redeemed. Now look at the outstanding debentures. On 1st April 2010, nothing. On 31st March 2011, $9,000. On 31st March 2012, $9,000. And on 31st March 2013, before the redemption, the outstanding debentures were 9,000. So during these 3 years, I mean to say on 1st April 2010 to 31st March 2013, the gap of 3 years, we have to write down or write off debentures account of rupees 9,000 in this ratio. That is 9,000 is to 9,000 is to 9,000. In short form, 1 is to 1 is to 1. Means the discount account of rupees 9,000 will be written off each year for these 3 years in the ratio of 1 is to 1 is to 1. It means if we convert it into the shares, that will be 1 plus 1 plus 1. That will be 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Means in the first year, we'll write off 3,000 rupees. In the second year, 3,000 rupees. And in the third year, 3,000 rupees. Or we can say on 31st March 2011, 3,000 rupees will be written off. Discount on issue of debentures account. On 31st March 2012, the amount will be 3,000. And on 31st March 2013, it will be 3,000 rupees. Now let's do the journal entries of issue, redemption and writing of discount account. On 1st April 2010, today debentures were issued, so journal entry will be bank account debit to 10% debenture application account. That will be 9,000 into 9, 81,000. And then 10% debenture application account debit to 10% debentures account. And discount on issue of debentures account will be debited today. That will be 9,000, 81,000 and to 90,000 rupees. So let's make the balance sheet, rough balance sheet. What will be the position of balance sheet on this date? On liability side, 10% debentures account, 90,000, and discount on issue of debentures account on asset side, that will be 9,000 rupees. Now 31st March 2011. Today we have to write off discount account and the amount is 3,000 rupees. So journal entry will be profit and loss account debit to discount on issue of debentures account. That will be 3,000. And after writing off this discount, the balance sheet will be 10% debentures, 90,000, and discount on issue of debentures, that will be 6,000 today. Because in the beginning of the year it was 9,000, but we have written off 3,000 rupees out of that. Now the balance is only rupees 6,000. Now we'll do the journal entry on 31st March 2012. We have to write off discount account. So profit and loss account debit to discount on issue of debentures account. That will be 3,000 rupees. And the balance sheet will be 10% debentures, still the same amount, 90,000 rupees. But discount on issue of debentures on asset side will be only rupees 3,000. Because last year it was 6,000 and today we have written off 3,000 today. And the balance is only rupees 3,000 rupees. On 31st March 2013. Today we have to do two things. One, journal entry for writing of discount account, and number two, we have to redeem the debentures account. So the journal entry will be profit and loss account debit to discount on issue of debentures account, 3,000 rupees, and debentures to debenture holder to bank, and 90,000 for this journal entries. And what will be the balance sheet? On balance sheet, on liability side, 10% debentures account, nothing, nil. And on asset side, discount on issue of debentures account, nil. So in this way, we have seen that during these 3 years, discount account has been written off proportionately. It means equally. If the debentures are redeemed in lump sum, debenture account is always spread equally.